Hello everybody, I'm Robert Storms, and today I'm going to review Sonic Generations. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with everybody. This is a really difficult game to review, and I'm going to explain why. Sonic Generations takes the classic Sonic and the new generation of Sonic and puts it in the same game, where you play the first act of a level as the classic Sonic, and the classic Wave was 2D, but rendered in high definitions, 3D modeling. So they took the classic Sonic and made it a 2011 title, which is great. I love that part of the game. Then they take the new generation Sonic, and they take that style and render it with the classic stages. So you have Green Hill, the chemical plant, and all those classic zones done in 3D, which is also really good. So the game is actually really good in that aspect. You play the game, the first level is Green Hill from the first game, then the chemical plant from the second game, and then another zone from the third game. And all of it is really great, but then after you get past the third zone, these weird maps unlock. And you have to complete certain challenges in order to go to the next level. So, in the classic Sonic games, you had Act 1, Act 2 in a boss battle. Or Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 in a boss battle. This one, you have Act 1, Act 2, Act 1, Act 2, and then all these dimensional portals pop up with a key. In order to unlock the key, which is a boss key, which is the key to get to the next part of the game, you have to do various challenges, whether collect 2,000 rings, beat your classic self in a foot race in this level, get through the chemical plant with the aqua bubble. I mean, different challenges such as that. And for me, this is bad. This is really bad, because when I picked up this game, I expected it to be a mix between classic and modern day Sonic, in which you go through each level and you go through Act 1, Act 2, and you have a boss battle at the end of each zone. And that didn't happen. They're basically forcing you to play these different challenges, and they put up a wall that says you cannot go further until you complete these challenges. And to me, if I wanted to race against my classic self, I would play Sonic Rush from the PSP. It's like, I didn't pick this game up for that. I picked the game up to play through these levels and have the story mode progress. And as I'm with the story mode for this game is so generic. I mean, basically, it's Sonic celebrating his 20th birthday party. A big goo guy comes out, takes all of his friends, and sticks them into another dimension in which Sonic has to go through these zones and save them. When they save them, the whole zone lights up and their color is restored and they're free. So I saved Tails, Amy, and Knuckles, and now I'm forced to go through these challenge maps in order to progress to the next part of the game. And I just cannot get motivated enough to play these challenges. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really do love Sonic. I mean, I have all the original Sonic SEGA Genesis games with the original box. And I have Sonic 4 Episode 1, Sonic Adventures 1 and 2, which I feel 2 was the last really good Sonic game. And, you know, I just cannot get into these challenges in this game. I do not like being forced to do these things. Now, if it was like just extra challenges for fun or to get trophies or achievements, then that's great. But sit there and tell the player that you are forced to do these challenges in order to unlock the next levels, I think is ludicrous. And I just do not like it. The story mode is generic, like I said. The voice acting is horrendously bad. I mean, the voice moves, or the voice acting happens, and then the character's mouth moves late. I mean, there'll be times when Tails says something to Sonic, and instead of Sonic responding, he'll just put up a thumbs up. I mean, there's a lot of real pointless things in the voice acting stuff. The music score is great. They take the classic themes, play them, and they add a little remix to it. So the overall soundtrack is great. However, the voice acting is just tremendously bad. The story mode is generically forgettable. And the gameplay, which started off great, is still decent. However, I just don't like how you're forced to play these challenge mode. That's one of my biggest complaints. If I had to score this, which I'm going to score it because I need to score it, I've seen a lot of websites score this game high. I'm going to really have to give it a 7. And that's not because I dislike Sonic. I really do love Sonic as a character, and I was really hoping for this one. But I'm going to have to give it a 7. If you plan on picking this up, I encourage everybody to give it a rent first. Because I talked to a lot of people that like Sonic, they play the demo, and they think the demo is like the game, and it really isn't. For the first 3 acts, you're playing it, and you're like, yeah, this is great. This is the Sonic game I've been waiting for. But as soon as that 3rd act is over with, as soon as that 3rd level is over with, and they do all these challenges, it really puts a damper on the whole gameplay experience. It did for me. So I got to give it a 7. Please, everybody, rent this game before you pick it up. Just make sure you like it before you buy it, because I don't want anybody to be disappointed. So, that's really my main review. I'm Robert Storms, guys, and that's my opinion.